Hello there, welcome to my website. I'm Jim Brown. This is my home website, and I also run the Lisburn Press, which is a publishing company of primarily Louisiana books. If you go to the left side of this website, you'll see in gold the Lisburn Press located, and you can click on and see the various books that we publish. I'm writing right now my 8th book, and I've covered the gamut from politics. I've written a cookbook. I've written a number of books on a variety of issues. This book is somewhat a culmination of thoughts and writings and ideas I've had about my active life. I've led a colorful life. I have led a very controversial life, as some of the regular readers know. And in this book, I want to explore a little bit about my spirituality. Like I say, I'll be moving on up in age. I'm 83 years old right now, and I'm not going to write a lot more books, so I thought I would explore that a little bit. When I was organizing my books not too long ago, what made me think of this was I came across this book right here. It's the Holy Bible. It's in very good shape, as you can tell. I bought this book for a religion class taught by the head of the religious department at the University of North Carolina, Dr. Sam Hill. He became a mentor of mine, urged me to go to Cambridge University before going to law school, helped me get into Cambridge University, very hard at that time, still is obviously today. And so I was organizing my books. If you can see in back of me, I have a large collection. I've got about 6,000 books, I think, that I have in this location at my office here in Baton Rouge. And one of the notes I opened to was in the book of Genesis. In the book of Genesis, very on, when God is talking to Adam, and there's a conversation that at the time I didn't understand. God says to Adam, Adam, where are you? He's in the Garden of Eden, and he's going to confront Adam about taking the forbidden fruit. Well, if God is all-knowing, he certainly knew where Adam was, but he asked Adam, where are you? And I shared this some time back with a very prominent author, a Pulitzer Prize winner, a great theologian named Elie Wiesel. He won the Pulitzer Prize, like I said. He was a Holocaust survivor. And how I knew Mr. Wiesel is that we both had grandkids in the same school up in New York. And as we would have our various gatherings, I would chat with him. And I asked him this question. I said, what does God mean when he said, where are you? And he said, well, God knew exactly where Adam was. What he was saying was, what are you doing with your life? What are your thoughts? What is your priorities? What is important to you? Where do you see your life heading? Where are you? Where are you? And that came home to me because being at my age, I'm kind of in a spiritual nature, wanting to say, where are you, Jim Brown? What have you done with your life, and where are you going to go here in the future? You've got hopefully some long living to do. I'd like to live till I'm 100 or a few years thereafter. And so where am I right now was the question that was raised in Genesis, and the question I'm raising myself. And to search a little further, why I'm doing this video is I'm leaving next week. I'm going to Jerusalem. I'm going by myself. I'm not going as a tourist. I'm not on any kind of a tour. I'm not going to see all the historical events. I'm going for one purpose, and that's to explore, where am I? Where are you? And to do so, I want to know a little bit more about Christ, about Jesus Christ. And so I'm not so concerned about his burial, rather his being born in Bethlehem. That doesn't concern me that much. Maybe the Virgin Mary it was a holy birth. Was she a virgin? I don't know, and that doesn't hit home to me so much. The beginning point for me was when Jesus Christ was baptized by John the Baptist. And that's where I'm going to start my journey. I'm going to the location in the Jordan River where Jesus was baptized and get a sense of that place. I'd like to dip myself in the Jordan River. I'd like to have a little experience of what Jesus Christ went through when he was baptized by John the Baptist. Then I wanted to go to see where the Sermon on the Mount was preached, where Jesus gave one of the most memorable, just intellectually focused, philosophically very complete in terms of how our life should be lived. There's just never been anything like that, in my opinion, that's written since. And so I want to go see where he gave that Sermon on the Mount. And then, of course, I want to come back to his final days. I want to go see where the Last Supper was given, where he met with his disciples. I want to go into the Garden of Gethsemane, where he was betrayed by John the Baptist. I want to go see where Pontius Pilate went ahead and convicted him, sentenced him to death, and then the long walk up the Via Dolorosa. The Via Dolorosa is the path that Jesus Christ took with the cross on his shoulder. About 600 yards, so I'm told. And there are stopping points along the way that I want to go and visit right up to the place where Jesus Christ was crucified. And of course, where he apparently was raised from the dead. That again is controversial. He was crucified, and if he arose, those are issues that are tough for me to handle in some instances. So I want to go experience them and relive them and see how those issues affected me. I have people, a lot of friends who tell me that they talk to the Lord. I just wonder if the Lord talks back, and I'm not expecting the Lord to have a conversation with me, but I want to go to those holy sites and try to relate a little bit more to what Jesus Christ went through, number one, and then see where am I in terms of my spirituality. I'll give you a report when I come back. I'm looking forward to the trip. I'll be gone for a couple of weeks. This video will be posted here on my site and other sites. And when I get back, I'll give you a summary, those of you who might be interested, in terms of my experience, what happened to me, how I was affected, and what I'm going to write about, because I'm going to write a lengthy book about the various experience in the last book that I'll probably write. Hey, thanks for taking the time to look over my video. Hope you'll enjoy this site. Go to my Lisbon Press site and see some of the things we posted up here in terms of what's going on today. And I'll talk to you after my trip. Take care.